we are going to add in, we'll say import GObject, and then we're going to say GObject dot threads initiate, and we're going to create another variable here in our timer functions initiation class or function, our timer class function. Okay, we'll just say G for GTK. We're going to set it to 0. That's fine. So another thing we're going to create is we're going to create a new function. And so what we'll do here, I'll just put it right here. We're going to define a start T for start timer. Once again, it's going to be passed itself, the main window, and the widget that sends the signal. And what we're going to do is we're going to say self.g equals GObject.time out add, and we're going to say 1000, and then we're going to tell it to run the count function. So what we're doing here is basically we're creating a threading object that's going to run this function this many milliseconds. So 1000 would be 1 second. So every 1 second it will run that function. So now we need to make some changes to that count function. So we'll just go down to our count function, and we don't need our while loop anymore. Oops. And just to make everything better, so every second it's going to loop this. So really we don't need this sleep function anymore. So what we're going to do is we can remove that line, and we don't even need the time module anymore for this script. So we'll remove that, save some stuff from loading. Another thing is that it will only continue that thread if this function returns a value of true. So what I'll do is add, and this is a good habit to be in anyway, return true. So now if we save our script, we run it again, we got an error here, a little bit of a typo once again. So let's go back in here and see. Oh, right there. I'm like, I spelled object right. Import. There we go. Hopefully everything else is typed right. There we go. So here is our window. When I click start, not only should we see it in the terminal, because we left that function, that little print function in there, we can remove that if we would like, but we should also see this label change. Okay, so it changed once, and that's kind of working, but obviously, oh, I know what we forgot to do. Let's go back into our script. Our button is still going to the count function. We don't want it to go to the count function anymore. We want that to start our start T function. So we're going to change this from self count to self start underscore T, because that's the name of our function up here. We'll save that. We'll run our script again. Bring it into view here. Make it a little bit larger. Now, okay, it says that it takes 2 arguments, only 1 was given, and I think that's our count. Since this is not, our count function is not receiving a signal from the button anymore, there's no widget being sent. Sorry about that. Hope I'm not confusing you at this point with my little mistakes, but hopefully these mistakes are stuff that you can learn from so you don't make those same mistakes. So now I click start, and as you can see, every second it counts up, our label changes, and we get the printed output to the terminal. And it keeps going because we didn't set any stop for it, which is a whole nother tutorial. But now you get the basic idea of how threading works. I'll upload this script to the links in the description of this video so you can check it out. I'll also follow along and type it out. That's better than just copying and pasting. And I hope that you have a great day. Thank you for watching.